So today for Movie Club, we reviewed Tremors, which came out in 1990. It stars Kevin Bacon, Fred Ward, and hell, even Reba McEntire's in this movie. I think it was her first movie. Fun fact, the little girl on the pogo stick in Tremors is the same girl from Jurassic Park with her and her little brother. Tremors is pretty much about these two handymen that live in a small town, and they're trying to get out of the small town, and basically they're stopped at every corner. Usually it's by their own fault, like free beer, stuff like that. But this time it's at the hands of these giant underground worms. They can hear and feel vibrations in the ground. And that's how they hunt, and pretty much they're hunting these people of this town one by one and trying to kill them. Does anybody else think these worms are from Dune? If you've ever seen Dune, watch it again and watch Tremors and look at the worms. They're exactly the same. These giant worms live underground, they live in the desert, they respond to vibrations in the ground, they can't get people that are on the rocks. They have these huge mouths to consume their prey, and they can feel vibrations in the ground. Hell, they even come up and attack from the ground. The only difference is the ones in Tremors seem like they're the babies of the ones from Doom, because the ones in Doom are fucking huge. Interesting to see the back and forth between the two. There's 3 or 4 sequels to this movie. It really doesn't matter. I really didn't like the sequels at all. I pretty much grew up watching Tremors, and honestly, this movie scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid. I think the scariest part was when they're looking at this hat on the ground, and they pick the hat up and there's a dude's face. That scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid. This has a lot of like 80s, 90s horror things. It kind of reminds me a little bit of The Thing, of you don't know what's going to happen because everything's hidden. And they kind of do the same floorboard scene from The Thing, but they do it in Tremors too, where the wooden pathway is just being torn up at these things coming toward them. That's scary. That's some scary shit. I wish movies would go back to like that, and that is actually kind of terrifying. This movie honestly has the cheesiest lines, but they're funny. Some of them are funny, some of them are memorable. "Screw you" was the dumbest fucking line, but they had to cut out all the F words to try to get this thing down to PG-13 because it was originally rated R. The only way that these guys realize they can really hide from these things is like they stay on the roof. Even with them staying on the roof, these things are knocking down the buildings just to get to them. So the rocks are like the only place that they can hide out, which leads to one of the most memorable scenes in this movie is where they're pole vaulting from rock to rock, eventually trying to get to this girl's truck so they can escape. I really like this movie. It's a total homage to the 50s movies with the big monsters and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of a B movie, but honestly, it's a good movie. I don't know if most people will like this movie or not. I would say yes, but I grew up with this movie, so I could be wrong. I'm still going to say give it a shot. Let me know your guys' opinion on the movie. Let me know if you guys liked it. I'm going to say right now, avoid the sequels, and let's see what we do next week. Talk to you later, Movie Club.